to the online sessions of Renewable Energy Engineering. Myself Pravin Zinzala from Institute of Engineering and Technology. In today's session, we will discuss about the geothermal energy. Geo means it is the cross of earth and thermal means related to heat or temperature. Means utilizations of heat of earth for power generation or specific application. So it's called geothermal energy. So let's start our session. First of all, we discuss about what is geothermal energy. Means it is one type of heat we can utilize for power generation or specific application. If we are getting the deeper to our earth, so we are getting the higher temperature. It's like the 6,000 kilometer in deep of earth, we are getting here to the 5,000 degrees centigrade temperature. Means it is one type of magma or molten rock. So by deep in earth, we are getting the heat, and that heat we can also utilize for power generation. So it is the heat energy of earth, or we can also say that it is the energy of earth for specific application and generated by the various natural processes, as like the heat from wind, the planet form, and accreted which has not yet been lost, or decay of radioactive elements, or we can also say that third is friction. So this is the due to the heat of earth we can utilize for power generation. Next is geothermal resources. Means they are the many resources of geothermal energy, as like the boiling mud pot, volcanoes created due to the high temperature and high pressure of earth crust. So we are getting energy from the volcanoes, hot springs, hot dry rock, geysers. So these are the sources of geothermal energy. We are getting the deep in earth, so we are getting the higher temperature. Second is due to the volcanoes, energy of the earth we are getting on earth surface. So we can also utilize by heat exchanger. We can also utilize the energy of earth, and we can also generate the electricity, or we can also utilize for specific application. Geothermal resources is like the same. Due to the rain, water will be goes in deep into earth. Whenever water will be comes in contact with the hot rock or magma, so it will be evaporated. And we can also get this steam by drilling. So we can also utilize this steam. Or in some location we are getting also the hot water. In our Gujarat, also one example of geothermal resources, like in Tulsi Sham, hot water we are getting on earth surface. So it is the applications of geothermal energy. The rising hot water or steam is trapped into the permeable and porous rock to form a geothermal reservoir. And a reservoir can be discovered by testing the soil or analyzing or underground temperature. So this is the resources of geothermal energy, and we can also utilize energy of earth for specific application. Next is extraction and use. How can we extract the geothermal energy and how can we utilize? The heat energy can be brought to the earth surface by two methods. Direct from hot spring or geyser, as like in Tulsi Sham, we are getting the hot water on earth surface. So there are the many locations in world we are getting the energy on top of earth surface. And second method is geothermal heat pump. We can also supply the pressurized water to the earth, and we can also get the hot water or steam from the earth. Utilizations of geothermal energy are basically two types: direct utilizations and indirect utilization. In direct utilization, we can directly utilize the earth of heat. As like in winter, average temperature of earth in deep is specific location is as like the 18 degrees centigrade. So during the winter, we can also supply the cold water to this location, and we will get the warm air or warm water. In summer, we can also reverse utilize. We can also supply the hot air to this region, and we can also get the cold air or cold water from earth. So it's called geothermal application or direct application. And also other application is like the provide heat for building, or we can also utilize for space heating, space cooling, hot spring, or use as a space, heating water as a fish farm, raising plants in greenhouse, or drying crops, or we can also utilize for dry the product as like in agriculture, provide the heat to the industrial process. So we can also utilize for specific industry. Second is indirect geothermal energy. Indirect means we can indirectly utilizing geothermal energy as like the power generation. It is also applications of indirect applications of geothermal energy as like the due to the specific location availability, we can directly extract the steam from the earth, and that steam will be expand in turbine and it will be generate electricity. So whenever the magma will be come in contact with the rock, and rock will be transmit the energy to in water. So it is also one type of hydro resources of geothermal energy. And by drilling, we can also get the steam, and steam can be expand in turbine, and after the expansion in turbine, we have to also insert it into earth because it is a one type of polluted sources. So we cannot directly exhaust into the atmosphere. We have to also insert the remaining vapor into the earth, and by generator we can generate electricity. Next is electricity generation. So there are basically three types of geothermal power plant. First one is vapor dominated geothermal power plant. It's called dry steam resources. Second one is liquid dominated flash geothermal power plant, or we can also say that waste steam resources. And third one is binary cycle power plant. So the next slide we will discuss the step by step of different types of electricity generation method by geothermal energy. First one is vapor dominated geothermal power plant or dry stream resources. This is the basic diagram of dry stream resources. Means we are getting the dry stream or vapor from the earth due to the geothermal energy. So we can also expand the steam in turbine. After the expansion, we can also supply it to the condenser where it will be condensed, and after the condensation we have to also insert it into earth because it contains the many polluted sources. So we cannot directly exhaust to the atmosphere. So by utilization of generator, we can generate the electricity. So this is the basic diagram of vapor dominated system. Means we are getting the vapor directly from earth. Next is liquid dominated flash steam geothermal power plant. Means we are getting the liquid or hot water from the earth. So it's called waste steam resources. Whenever we are getting the hot water or produce the deep well, so we are getting the hot water, or in some location we are also getting the hot water on earth surface. So that water we can also supply to our brine solution, or we can also supply to the one type of evaporator, and we can generate steam, and steam will be supplied to the turbine, and turbine will be convert the energy or kinetic energy into the mechanical energy, and by generator we can generate electricity. Remaining the condensate will be supplied to the condenser, and exhaust will be goes to the our earth. So this is the one type of liquid dominated, or we can also say this is the isopropane type condenser used. So it is the utilizations of hot water or liquid for power generation. So it's called liquid dominated waste steam geothermal power plant or waste steam geothermal power plant. So geothermal power plant is similar to our Rankine cycle. Next is binary cycle power plant. Means it is the indirect contact type cycle. In direct contact type, disadvantages is to we are utilizing the gases or liquid directly from earth. So it contains the different impurities. So first of all, we have to separate by phase separator or phase cooler or by any cyclone separator. First of all, we have to purify. Then after we can expand in turbine. So this is the disadvantages of liquid and vapor dominated. But in binary cycle, it is the indirect cycle or indirect type of geothermal power plant. Whatever we are getting the hot steam or hot water from the earth, we will circulate from the heat exchanger, and after the heat exchange, it will be goes to the injection well. Here the heat we can also utilize for closed cycle as like the isopropane vapor. It will be evaporated at a lower heat. So it will be evaporate and expand in turbine, and cycle will be recirculated. And by utilizations of generator, we can generate electricity. Next is advantages of geothermal energy. First advantage is available all the year round. Means whenever we are getting geothermal energy, it is constantly available from earth, and it is not affected by season, and it doesn't involve any combustion of fuel. Means we are getting the heat from the earth. We are not combusting any fluid. It is the independence of weather. Weather will be not effect on generation of electricity. Clean resources, very little emission or overall environmental impact. Means it is generating the minimum pollution compared to the thermal power plant. Economical sound alternative. Fuel is free, means we are not supplying any fuel for combustion. Rate is like the rate per kilowatt hour likely to be competitive. Means it is generating the higher energy compared to the other sources. So by utilization of geothermal energy, we can also convert into electricity. Overall, geothermal energy is sustainable resources. Next is disadvantages of geothermal energy. First disadvantage is not widespread source of energy. Means it is not available in all location. It is available in specific location. High installation cost or initial cost is required very high. Can run out of steam. It is also possible. May release the harmful gases because we are getting the hot gases or hot water from earth, and it contains the many sand particle or any harmful gases. Transportation cost is very high because geothermal energy is available on specific location. So we have to transmit the energy from this location to our final uses, and also affect the earthquake on generation or availability of geothermal energy. So this was about what is geothermal energy, sources of geothermal energy, and basic geothermal power plant, and advantages and disadvantages of geothermal energy. Thank you.